melanin queen. Sisi ni wale tuliosaidiwa, ndo wale tuliobarikiwa na Baba. Sisi ni wale tuliosaidiwa na Mungu. Sisi ndo wale tuliobarikiwa na Baba. Sina hela, sina pesa, sina doo, sina nyumba, sina gari, sina hoo. Kila kukikucha minawaza kesho, tapiga moyo konde nitafika hoo. Wanaokudharau leo watakusalimia kesho, wanaokusema sema watakusifia kesho. Unaokula nao na kucheka nao, kesho kidondoka utakuwa nao. Piga moyo konde, wakati wa Mungu, wakati sahihi. Piga moyo konde, wakati wa Baba, wakati sahihi. Sisi ni wale tuliosaidiwa na Mungu. Sisi ndo wale tuliobarikiwa na Baba. Sisi ni wale tuliosaidiwa na Mungu. Sisi ndo wale tuliobarikiwa na Baba. Jana niliumwa nikadhani nitakufa, leo niko fiti, ukinicheki nadumbika. Nilipoachishwa kazi walidhani nitasota, leo niko juu, ile kibosi nadumbika. Kama unaamini umesaidiwa na Mungu, piga kelele, kelele moja, kelele mbili. Kama unaamini umesaidiwa na Mungu, piga kelele, kelele moja, kelele mbili. Sisi ni wale tuliosaidiwa na Mungu. Sisi ndo wale tuliobarikiwa na Baba. Sisi ni wale tuliosaidiwa na Mungu.
Welcome everyone on board. This is our training. We call it the Health Fellowship Hour, which is held every day from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. Remember, you can follow our trainings both virtually and also physically from that time. And also we have our social media accounts, which is Versatile Team, both in Facebook and also in YouTube. Welcome everyone. Today we are going to look at how to cope with allergies. This is one of a very interesting topic. I know so many of you have asked questions about these allergies, whether we have a permanent cure for this condition, and what causes it, and how it can, and the intentional ways we can do to prevent them. So today I'll try to answer all those questions comprehensively. Let's start. So the first question we ask ourselves, what is an allergy? We can explain by saying that we all have a recognition and defense mechanism in our bodies, which is called the immune system. So this immune system is what we call a defense system. What does it do? It is made up of cells, just like soldiers in our army force. Antibodies, like chemical weapons, produced by B cells. B cells, also known as B lymphocytes, are a type of white blood cell. And we all know that white blood cells defend the body against infections and diseases. So antibodies are produced by B cells, and these B cells are found in white blood cells. And white blood cells help our body to defend against diseases and infections. One type of immune cell with the ability to bind the invading microorganism to prevent or combat an infection. This is to mean that whenever we have a disease or an infection, the body itself is able to produce what we call antibodies, and they will help to fight against these diseases and infection by binding together the microorganism that may cause what we call infection or diseases. The purpose of such a defense system is to recognize the enemies and destroy them before they damage our health. So they recognize them and they damage them before they cause any harm to our health. However, in an allergy, the immune system reacts in a different way. How? An allergy occurs when, for some reason, the immune system creates a response against a harmless substance, like pollen or a certain kind of food. So this happens. How does an allergy happen? It's when our body overreacts. Instead of reacting normally, instead of binding the microorganism that may cause what we call diseases and infection, it overreacts and not to harmless. They are harmless. For example, the pollen, and we shall see about those, the allergens, we shall see them later. So their body overreacts. So therefore, when the body overreacts, it creates what we call an allergy. How does an allergic response happen? The Th2 cells, or what we call the T helper cells, help B cells to produce a certain type of antibody. I had said this, and remember the B cells, we said that they are found in white blood cells, which help to fight against infections and diseases. When they are produced, the antibodies bind to microorganisms that infect the body to neutralize them, which creates an allergic response. And this allergic response is called immunoglobulin, or what we call, in short, we call it IgE. And this IgE generally is antibody known for its role in allergic response. So any antibody that is produced by the body to fight against allergic response is what we call IgE, or immunoglobulin E, which then binds to other immune cells, making those cells very sensitive to allergen. So the cells, they become sensitive to allergen. So whenever an allergen is found, and we shall see what are some of these allergens. And an allergen is a substance that can cause allergic reaction. We shall see some of them. When the person comes into contact with the same allergen again, the immune cells, or what we call the mast cells, coated with IgE release chemicals. These IgE release chemicals are what we call histamines. We shall look at them. They cause inflammation and swelling. So that's how an allergic response happens. The body creates a defense mechanism or antibody, which we have called IgE, and this IgE binds to other immune cells. Therefore, they make the body to be sensitive to allergen. That's why upon exposure to certain allergens, there are some effects which we shall see. So, what triggers the allergy, or what makes our body to be allergic? These, remember, they vary from one person to another, but in short, what triggers the allergy, or what we are calling the allergens, and we have said that allergen is a substance that causes an allergic reaction. So they vary from one individual to another, but the most common ones, for example, here we have latex, and when we talk about latex, these are certain proteins found in natural rubber latex tree. So this is something that is found in a tree. So there are some people who are allergic to that. We have pollen. Pollen, this is used by the plants, especially during pollination. So we have that pollen. Then we have mold grow on rotting logs. We see them. They grow. They grow on rotten logs, especially for the tuber. We have those molds. They form. There are some people who are allergic to them. There are also people who are allergic to fallen leaves. So when leaves are falling, you'll see they will experience some of the allergic symptoms, which I shall explain in the next slide. There are also people who are allergic to compost piles and grains. So there are also people who are allergic to medicines like penicillin. Penicillin, this is one of medicine that has been used uh, for treatment. It's a chemical medicine, though there are others which are natural, and they cause like penicillin. They cause the itchy rash, or what you call the redness of the skin. So the skin becomes so red, or you have patches of redness in your skin. There are also people who are allergic to insect venom. Others are allergic to animal dander. When we say about dander, these are tiny flakes from animal skin. They look like dandruffs in human body, but when it comes to animals, they are very small. They can't be seen clearly. But when you expose yourself to animals, especially the animals which have fur, like the cats and the dogs, you'll have some symptoms like sneezing. We also have people who are allergic to dust, this being one of the most common. There are also people who are allergic to paints. When they enter a newly painted building or a newly painted house, you hear them sneezing. We also have people who are allergic to foods. This is another common allergen. People are mostly the proteins. For example, there are people who are allergic to milk. There are people who are allergic to eggs. There are people who are also allergic to fish, wheat. There are also people who some of them are allergic to seafood, for example, shellfish. There are also people who are allergic to peanuts, soybeans, and sesame seeds. These are some of the foods. There are also people who are allergic to smoke. These we used to experience, especially when we go to the rural areas. When people are exposed to smoke, their eyes start crying. There are also people who are allergic to hair dye. There are also, surprisingly, people who are allergic to gold and nickel. So how do you know that what are some of the symptoms of allergies? One is what we call inflammation. Inflammation, we shall look at them. Inflammation is when the skin starts or swelling. We have what we call swelling. The skin starts swelling. Some people will, upon exposure to allergens, will feel some pain. Like for the smoke, you'll feel some pain in the eyes, or what we call the itchy eyes. The eyes become itchy. And the most common, as you have seen from my slide, is sneezing. You can see someone with a handkerchief there. So these are most common. For example, when people are exposed to dust, you will hear them sneezing. Then we have red eyes. I've said this. Itchy rash, for example, we have said an example of penicillin. When you start now scratching your skin and your skin becomes itchy, that means it has been exposed to an allergen. Then we have vomiting. This especially occurs due to food allergies. We have running nose, shortness of breath, and coughing. So these are some of the symptoms. So whenever someone is exposed to these allergens and you have any of those symptoms, that means that your body is allergic. That means that your body is overreacting over a harmless substance. And these substances cannot cause any danger to our immunity or to our health. But our body overreacts, or they overreact to harmless. For example, what we have said, some of the allergens we have said about, for example, the milk, the eggs, the fish, they are not, they don't cause any harm. But for those people who are allergic, they will have, they will display some of these symptoms. Why do only some people have allergies? Allergies, and as I said, that they differ from one person to another. There are people who are typically not allergic to almost all of the allergens I've said, and there are people who are almost allergic to things I have said above. Why are some people? Why do some people only have allergies? This may be one due to errors in a gene that helps regulate the immune system associated with higher rates. These are associated with higher rates of allergies. So when you have error in genes, that means that your body will overreact upon exposure to any allergen. Then then the environment you grow up in matters too. For example, if you grow in an environment that you have been exposed to so much smoke, to so much dust, and to so many of these allergens, your body, that means you will have these allergies. So being exposed to an allergen as a baby makes you less likely to actually develop an allergy to it. So some of us, that's why some of us will go to the rural areas, and when upon exposure to smoke, they start crying, and upon exposure to when they go to the farm, upon exposure to pollen, they start sneezing. That means their body have not developed a mechanism to defend itself against those allergies. So it depends on the environment which you are brought in. That makes your body to be strong and to be able to resist those allergens. How do you prevent these allergies? Since it is very hard to avoid some allergens completely, particularly the airborne ones. And here we are talking about the dust, the smoke, and the pollen. Generally, it's very hard for you to do that. Medicines have been developed to reduce inflammation and stop the allergic reaction from occurring. And these medicines which have been developed to counter allergies, that is what we call antihistamine, or what we call anti-allergic drugs. Uh, you have had earlier, we mentioned about histamine. And what is this histamine? Histamine is a chemical released by the immune system in response to a potential allergen. So this is a chemical that the body releases, and this chemical is specifically for the to deal with potential allergens. So your body, that's why the drugs which are used to cure or to treat allergies are called antihistamine. And we contain this histamine in our body. And where can we find them? One, we can find them in lungs, and in lungs, they help resist foreign substances like allergens. This means that there are some foreign substances which will go through the respiratory system, for example, the dust and the smoke. So they help to resist such allergens. Then we have what we call basophils, and this is a type of white blood cell involved in inflammatory response. So whenever you have inflammation, these white blood cells, they deal with that inflammation. Then we have what we call mast cells. Mast cells, these are type of immune cell found in your connective tissues, also involved in inflammation. And when we talk about connective tissues, these are type of tissue that supports and binds other tissues and organs in the body. So these are tissues that they help us to maintain a body form. So what does histamine do to our body? Remember, I have said that a histamine is a chemical released by the immune system in response to potential allergens. So what do they do? And we have seen that we have histamine in our body. And what they do, number one, they tell our stomach cells to make stomach acid to help our stomach maintain its typical acidity. So they help to maintain the acidity of the stomach. So they tell, that means that chemical reaction is a communication. So they communicate to the stomach cell to release stomach acid. Number two, they help our brain stay awake. So whenever you are awake, please remember it's because of histamine, this chemical compound we have called histamine. It also tightens the smooth muscles in our airways to restrict the flow of air in and out of our lungs. We have said that. They help to prevent the allergens through our lungs. We have said that. They also increase the vascular permeability. And when we talk about vascular permeability, this is the capacity of blood vessels wall to allow for the flow of molecules in and out of the vessel. So the ability of the blood vessel wall to allow in and out flow of any molecule, that is what we call permeability. So they allow the molecules to flow in and out of the cell. So that is what histamine does to our body. You can see they are very essential and very, very helpful. Before we go to anti-inflammation, before we go to some of our products and green ones, when you go to the hospital, when you have an allergy, they recommend these products which we have called antihistamines, or what we call anti-allergic drugs. And these drugs, they have side effects, and some of the side effects, number one, you may realize that upon using those products, you may experience some coughing. So that's one of the side effects. Number two, you may experience sore throat. So your throat may be swollen. Then you may experience drowsiness. Drowsiness is you feel tiredness and you feel like sleeping all the time. You may also experience upset stomach. You may also experience headaches, and these are constant headaches. They don't stop very soon, so they are constant headaches. You may also experience what we call reduced coordination, so your body may not be able to coordinate properly. You may also experience rapid heartbeat, so your heart starts beating faster. You may also experience, just like I have said, in drowsiness. You may also experience blurred vision. This means you can't see clearly. All these you can from this you can deduce that these products, these drugs which you are recommended in the hospital, they are supposed to help you to cope with allergies, but they have what we call side effects. But today, courtesy of Greenwald, I'm introducing to you pure 100% natural products, which upon usage, you will not realize any of those side effects. They are natural. That means they don't have any side effects, and they don't contain any chemical compound. Remember, I said that one of the symptoms of allergies is inflammation. So one of the product that you require to use to reduce these allergies are what we call anti-inflammatory products. And some of them, remember, inflammation is characterized as a protective response of the immune system against pathogens and infectious, non-infectious molecules. In allergic reaction, we can interpret the reaction in a way that when our immune system is overreacting, remember we say that when we have an allergy or when we say we are allergic to something, that's when our body, our antibodies, they overreact. Studies have shown that vitamin C can exert a variety of inhibitory effects on histamine. That means that this to say that vitamin C is anti-inflammatory. Vitamin C, we have this product, vitamin C, we have it here. So it's one of the products which is anti-inflammatory, or what you call antihistamine. And remember, our vitamin C is 100% natural. It seems to block the secretion of histamines by the body's white blood cells, and also to provide its detoxification. Vitamin C is a great option to deal with your allergies because it is non-toxic and free of any unwanted side effect. So this vitamin C is one of the products that we recommend for allergies. Another product we recommend is what we call blueberry juice. Blueberry juice, this product is called blueberry juice. Blueberry juice has high vitamin C, and remember I've said that vitamin C is an antihistamine, or it can elevate allergies. So you can either use vitamin C, the vitamin C tablet, or you can have the vitamin C, the blueberry juice, which has high concentration of vitamin C. So those are our first two products. Also, any Greenwald blueberry series. So any product that has blueberry. And when we are saying about this, we are talking about we have so many products that have blueberry. And one of the products is Super Nutrition. Blueberry Super Nutrition has blueberry. You also have blueberry juice. It has blueberry. You also have blueberry eye care. Also, it has blueberry. We have blueberry anti-aging. All those Greenwald products that contain blueberry are suitable for elevating allergic reactions. Blueberry contains what we call anthocyanins, and from our previous studies, we have seen that anthocyanins, these are what we call these products. Anthocyanins are anti-inflammatory. They have anti-inflammatory properties, and we have said that they control what we call, they elevate free radicals. Therefore, we call them antioxidants. Antioxidants. So anthocyanins are antioxidants and are also anti-inflammatory. They provide effective treatment for allergies because they have the ability to reduce the respiratory effects of histamine. Another product you can recommend for allergic infections, or allergic when our bodies are allergic to those allergens, is what we call the spirulina plus capsules. Spirulina plus capsules. This is well known natural remedy for allergic rhinitis. And when we talk about rhinitis, this is the inflammation of the nose. When our nose is inflamed, spirulina plus capsules can be used for that. Our spirulina contains antioxidants, and we have said from blueberry that antioxidants, they elevate the allergic reaction. So spirulina also contains that. Spirulina also inhibits the release of histamine, responsible for the familiar allergic symptom. So you can also recommend spirulina plus capsules. You can also recommend these three products here. We have Cordyceps, one of my favorite products. I would want to miss this product in my house. We call it Cordyceps. You can also recommend Ganoderma. Cordyceps. You can also recommend Ganoderma plus capsules. You can also recommend the king of the herbs, which we call ginseng. So you can recommend those three products. And what are some of the distinguishing properties of these three products? These three products, which is Cordyceps plus capsules, Ganoderma plus capsules, and the king ginseng RHS, they work on our immune system in dual directions. I will explain how. On one hand, they boost the immune system when it underworks. So these three products, they are what we call the immune boosters. Immune boosters to mean they boost our immunity when our immunity is not working properly, or when it is underperforming, they boost the immunity. While on the other hand, they suppress the immune system when it overworks. So they do it in both ways. One, they boost the immune system when the immune system is underworking, and then they suppress when it is overworking or when it is overreacting. Remember, you have said that an allergy is when our body overreacts. So they will do, so in this case, they will do the second part, which means that they will suppress the immune system when it is overworking. They work as immune enhancers and immune suppressors. So when we say they boost the immunity, that means they are called immune enhancers. And when they are suppressing the immunity when it is overworking, we call them the immune suppressors. This is why we call them immune modulators. We call them immune modulators. And when we talk about, when we say something is being modulated, that means something is being regulated. Let's start with the first product, which is Cordyceps. Cordyceps is especially beneficial for people with asthma. So if anyone has asthma, we recommend this product as one of the product to deal with allergy and allergic rhinitis. And we have said rhinitis is what we have called the nose inflammation. Then the second product, we call it Ganoderma plus capsule. Remember, Ganoderma, we have learned it about earlier in our videos. It's there. And this is type of a mushroom. And this is essentially beneficial for individuals who have skin allergies because the liver processes almost all the food and chemicals we take through digestive system. The toxins will build up in one of the will build up, and this will be one of the cause of the allergy. So this Ganoderma will help to cleanse the liver, therefore removing some of the allergies that trigger the allergic reaction. So this is good for the liver. This is what we call the Ganoderma plus capsules. Then we have the king of the herbs, who we call ginseng RHS capsule. This ginseng is especially beneficial for those who have Qi deficiency. Remember, when treating, we use what we call the TCM, or the traditional Chinese medicine. And we have something we call in TCM, we call Qi. And what is this Qi? This is what we call the circulatory life force. So this is what we call the energy. So when we talk about the Qi deficiency, we are talking about when our body has low energy. And how will you know that your body has low energy? Number one, you lack appetite. There is no appetite. So that is what we call Qi deficiency. Then you are fatigued. Another one to show that you have Qi deficiency is what we call illness. When you are sick, you see when someone is sick, their energy levels, they are down. Also when you have indigestion. Also when you are easy to catch cold. That means upon a simple exposure to any, for example, to cold, your body is easy to get cold. Allergies, these are some of the Qi deficiency. Anemia, when our body is easy to be exposed to anemia. Depression, bloating, nausea. So in short, what we are saying that the king himself here is beneficial for people who have low energy levels in their body, or people who are suffering from either lack of appetite, fatigue, illness, indigestion, nausea, memory, catching flu easily. And based on our topic today, people who are easily exposed to allergies, we can recommend the king of the herb, which we call the ginseng. Also, you can recommend another product which I like so much. Remember, asthma and allergies are inflammatory diseases. That means they cause inflammation of the body, or what we call the swelling. So the omega-3 fatty acids, this deep sea, we have learned about it. Deep sea contains two very strong fatty acids, omega-3 fatty acids, what we call the EPA and DHA. EPA is what we call eicosapentaenoic acid. and docosahexaenoic acid, or what we call the DHA. In short, they contain two very essential amino acids, which are DHA and and EPA, and they are anti-inflammatory, and they help to relieve the symptoms of conditions that are caused by inflammation, or what we are calling the allergies. And deep deep sea fish oil is a food supplement that contains those two, EPA and DHA, or the two fatty acids in high doses. In high doses. Another one. Remember, some of the allergens that we saw are caused by foods. Especially if you are very keen enough, you could have seen that they are caused by what you call proteins. Most of the proteins, the fish, the meat. That's why you have people who say when they eat, they don't eat fish. Fish is very harmless. They don't eat eggs. When they eat eggs, they have their skins, they become itchy, and within a very short time their skin becomes they turn to red. So we have said food allergies occur when your body mistakenly identifies and treats an indigested food as a threat. So indigested means that this food was not digested, but your body mistakenly treats it as a threat, triggering an immune response. Even eating a tiny amount of the offending food can lead to symptoms ranging to hives, from hives to swearing. They can lead from hives to swearing, stomach troubles, to difficulty breathing, even death. I have said this. These are some of the symptoms we saw when we talked about the allergic symptoms. More than 90% of the most common food allergies are caused by one of the 8 allergies I had said about these, mostly proteins, dairy foods, or what we call, or even the seafood. And we have a very wonderful product. We call it Clear Sea Gingin. This product can improve the environment of the intestine. How does it do that? Because it improves what we call the intestinal flora. And intestinal flora, this is the environment of the stomach. This product, or what we call the Clear Sea Gingin, is able to wash all the toxins, or all the pathogens, all of them. It's able to wash them from the large intestine. Therefore, they improve what we call the stomach flora, or what we call this product is able to balance the gut flora. So these are some of the products you can recommend. We said any blueberry series you can recommend, vitamin C, spirulina, cordyceps, ganoderma, the king of the herb, ginseng RHS. You can also recommend deep sea. All these products, they contain what we call anti-inflammatory properties. And before I even go to the lifestyle changes against allergies, this product, I started by saying this product, what we call the Cordyceps plus capsules. I have used this product, and this is one of my favorite products because this product, I have said that it works in dual purpose. It has dual purposes. It is an immune booster, and also it is an immune suppressor. So this product, you should have it. It's available in our shops, and also all these products and other products are also available here in our shop. So lifestyle changes. Remember, we said that it's so hard for us to stay away from these allergies, but we can have some intentional measures which we can take to ensure that we have in our lifestyle, we avoid some of these allergies. Or these are some of the measures you can do. Number one, you can keep yourself hydrated at all times. This means you drink enough amount of water. We recommend that you take at least 8 glasses of water per day during seasons like spring. And we are unfortunately here in Kenya, we don't have seasons. But when we talk about these, we are talking about in spring. That is that's the time when plants are flowering, and this is when there is a very high exposure to pollen. You can limit your exposure. How? By trying to stay indoors to avoid exposure to them, to pollen and dust. These are what we call the airborne allergens. Make it a point to take a shower before going to sleep, as the residues of pollen and dust stuck to your skin are likely to make your symptoms worse. And remember, some of these allergies, they will worsen especially at night. So you can take your shower at night before going to bed. Use fresh bedding and clothes every day. Uh, might be tricky for some of us, but you can do that, especially if you're allergic to those allergens we have spoken about, especially those which are airborne. Remember, here we are talking about those allergens which are airborne. This will help reduce your exposure to allergens. Remove your carpets. Also, these ones, I don't know, maybe you can tell me later how long do you wash your carpet, or after how many months do you take your carpets to be washed thoroughly. Remember, these carpets, they accumulate a lot of dust, they accumulate a lot of these allergens. So keep your windows and doors shut to avoid dust and pollen grains from entering the house and possibly causing allergens. You can do that at home. Avoid staying around pets. I know there are some of us who love pets, and we have said some of the possible allergens could be animal fur, or what we have called animal dander. So you should avoid staying away from pets. Prevent inhaling cigarette smoke or smoking cigarettes. So this means you should stop smoking or avoid exposing yourself to someone who is smoking. This is what we call, remember, we have two types of smokers. We have the active smoker and the passive smoker. So if possible, avoid as much as you can to be exposed to be a passive smoker. This smoke can be harmful to your health, and also they can increase the risk of asthma in kids. So if you smoke, or please avoid smoking inside your house where the kids are. So avoid outdoor trips during seasons when the pollen count is high. And we have said this during spring, or generally in Kenya, that's when we have after the rainy season and the flowers have sprouted or they are blooming. So you should avoid that. So how do you cope? Remember, our topic today was how to cope with allergies. So we have seen what causes allergies and how we can cope with them. And remember, here in Green World, we have a permanent cure for these allergies, which are non-toxic and they have no side effects, and they treat permanently. So this means that your condition, any allergens which you are allergic to, you'll be treated completely, and no more will you have any of the symptoms. No, you will not have swelling and sneezing and coughing upon exposure to those allergens. And these products are found here in our shop. Our shop, we are located at Naivasha along Nakuru Nairobi Highway, a building called the Marketplace, one of the newest building in town now. This building is opposite Kenya Women Bank, or what is commonly referred to as KWFT, or opposite Nairobi Women's Hospital, and next to Jabis Hotel. Jabis Hotel is a common eatery here in Naivasha. So when you come here, you can get all these products, and also you can get a consultation. Here is free. You can do free consultation, and also we do what we call screening to ascertain the cause of the condition, and you be sure that your condition will be dealt with correct wholesomely, and we'll have a permanent cure for that. So thank you very much for subscribing to our YouTube and Facebook pages. Remember, when you watch a video, to leave a comment, and also to like. Also recommend some of our friends who might be suffering or who might be going through this condition. I have been your trainer, Mike Kariuki. It was such an honor to have you. See you during our next training. Bye bye. Thank you very much.
the melanin queen. Sisi ni wale tuliosaidiwa na Mungu, sisi ndo wale tuliobarikiwa na Baba, sisi ni wale tuliosaidiwa na Mungu, sisi ndo wale tuliobarikiwa na Baba. Sina hela, sina pesa, sina doo, sina nyumba, sina gari, sina hoo. Kila kukikucha minawaza kesho, tapiga moyo konde nitafika hoo. Wanaokudharau leo watakusalimia kesho, wanaokusema sema watakusifia kesho. Unaokula nao na kucheka nao, kesho kidondoka utakuwa nao. Piga moyo konde, wakati wa Mungu, wakati sahihi. Piga moyo konde, wakati wa Baba, wakati sahihi. Sisi ni wale tuliosaidiwa na Mungu, sisi ndo wale tuliobarikiwa na Baba, sisi ni wale tuliosaidiwa na Mungu, sisi ndo wale tuliobarikiwa na Baba. Jana niliumwa nikadhani nitakufa, leo niko fiti, ukinicheki nadumbika. Nilipotishwa kazi walidhani nitasota, leo niko juu ile kibosi nadumbika. Kama unaamini umesaidiwa na Mungu, piga kelele, kelele moja, kelele mbili. Kama unaamini umesaidiwa na Mungu, piga kelele, kelele moja, kelele mbili. Sisi ni wale tuliosaidiwa na Mungu, sisi ndo wale tuliobarikiwa